Stop everything. OpenAI and Anthropic CEOs are refusing to shake hands on stage, while revenue chiefs trade accusations of goosing the books. Meanwhile, a Series A startup just raised $300 million from Sequoia and Nvidia. And the Wayback Machine is facing an existential crisis that could erase 25 years of internet history. It's April 14th, 2026, and the AI world is on fire. This is today's AI news. Let's dive into the stories that are reshaping our future. Our lead story today is the deepening chasm between the two titans of generative AI, OpenAI and Anthropic. According to a bombshell report from Fortune, the rivalry has moved past a simple talent war into something much more visceral and public. OpenAI's revenue chief has publicly accused Anthropic of inflating or goosing their revenue projections to justify their massive valuation. In the world of AI watchers, these two are being compared to the Hatfields and McCoys, the Montagues and the Capulets, or, for readers of a certain age, the Team Anistons and Team Jolies, two warring factions who taste bile and smell blood whenever they are in the same room. At a recent industry event in New Delhi, OpenAI CEO Sam Altman and Anthropic CEO Dario Amodei were seen on stage together for a highly anticipated panel, but the tension was palpable. Witnesses and photographers noted they wouldn't even shake hands, maintaining a cold, professional distance that spoke volumes. Anthropic's Mythos model is reportedly gaining significant ground in the high-end enterprise market, but OpenAI is slamming their rival in internal memos to shareholders. These memos claim that Anthropic's gains are exaggerated and that Microsoft's infrastructure limitations are the only thing slowing OpenAI's global dominance. This is more than just corporate competition, it's a fundamental battle for the soul and the future direction of the AI industry. OpenAI is pushing its $100 a month Pro tier with enhanced codex features to lock in individual developers, while Anthropic is pivoting toward high-stakes B2B reliability and safety-first architectures. For you, the business owner and tech enthusiast, this means better tools, but significantly higher costs, as these two burn billions to win your loyalty. We are seeing a shift away from the move fast and break things era into a scale fast and charge more reality. The era of nearly free unlimited AI plans is effectively over, as the cost of training and inference reaches the tens of billions of dollars annually. When firms have to explain $19 billion in combined training and inference costs to their investors, the consumer is the one who ultimately pays the price through higher subscription fees and stricter usage limits. If you thought the AI funding frenzy was cooling off or that the bubble was about to burst, Recursive Intelligence just proved everyone wrong. In a record-breaking Series A round that has shocked Silicon Valley, the company secured $300 million. Let that sink in for a moment. This isn't a Series C or D round for a mature company. It's a Series A. The investor list reads like a who's who of the tech and financial elite. Sequoia Capital, DST Global, Felicis, and most importantly, Nvidia's N Ventures. When Nvidia and Sequoia team up to drop nearly $350 million on a startup at such an early stage, the entire global market pays attention. Recursive Intelligence is not building another large language model. They are focused on paradigm-shifting AI hardware and inference architecture. They are aiming to solve the single greatest problem in the industry today: energy consumption. They claim their new architecture can reduce the power requirements of large-scale model inference by a factor of 10. In a world where every watt counts, this is the holy grail of compute. In an era where data center spending is dragging down the stock prices of giants like Alphabet, Meta, and Microsoft, Recursive's efficiency play is exactly what the market is desperate for. This funding suggests that the next phase of the AI revolution isn't just about better chatbots or smarter creative tools. It's about the fundamental hardware, energy systems, and compute architectures that power them.
We are entering the efficiency era, where the company that can run models the cheapest will ultimately win. Recursive intelligence is now positioned as the leading contender to disrupt the status quo and potentially challenge how we think about the relationship between AI and the power grid. For the average business, this means the high-end AI capabilities that currently require massive server farms might soon be accessible on much more modest hardware.
Speaking of efficiency, Meta has finally debuted its first major AI model since the massive Alexander Wang deal, Muse Spark. Unlike the Llama series, which traditionally targets peak performance and open source benchmarks, Muse Spark is all about the mid-tier enterprise market. Meta is positioning this as a competitive efficiency model. It's not designed to be the smartest model on the planet or to beat GPT-5 in a logic puzzle. It's instead highlighting its efficiency and competitive performance on common daily tasks. Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg is pivoting the company's strategy toward total reclam automation and operational efficiency. While OpenAI and Anthropic fight over the trillion-dollar frontier of AGI, Meta is looking to own the plumbing of the internet's advertising and social infrastructure. This is critical for small and medium-sized businesses because it means high-quality generative AI tools integrated directly into your marketing stack at a fraction of the cost of high-end API calls. Meta might be trailing in the consumer bot race, but their efficiency play with Muse Spark could make them the most profitable AI player in the long run. By making AI invisible and embedded in the tools businesses already use, Meta is bypassing the prompt engineering phase and moving straight to results. This is the model of AI that actually works for businesses, one that you don't have to talk to, but that works for you in the background to optimize your ads, categorize your data, and streamline your operations.
At the RSAC 2026 conference this week, Microsoft delivered a sobering and necessary wake-up call to the global security industry. AI isn't just a tool for hackers anymore, it has become the entire attack surface. Microsoft's threat intelligence teams, which observe digital signals at a scale few others can match, are observing a fundamental shift. Threat actors are moving away from manual, static scripts toward a fully AI-driven infrastructure and multiple automations from end to end. We are now seeing AI being used across the entire attack lifecycle, and it's no longer just an emerging threat, it's the operational reality. From researching targets and harvesting credentials to writing perfect, psychologically tuned phishing lures and vibe-coding malware on the fly, the tempo and iteration speed have reached levels never seen before. Microsoft's ability to act at scale is the only thing keeping the tide at bay. They are observing that while humans are still in the loop for most attacks, they are no longer the bottleneck. AI is reducing friction across the board. For businesses, this means the era of static security and periodic updates is officially dead. You need AI-powered defenses to counter AI-powered attacks. Microsoft is prioritizing resources to move from emerging AI security tools to an operational reality where AI is embedded in every layer of the defense stack. The work of disruption now compounds over time. Every attack intercepted by AI strengthens the entire global network's defenses instantly. This is the new arms race, and it's happening right now in your inbox and on your servers. If you aren't using AI to defend your business, you are essentially bringing a knife to a laser-guided missile fight. The speed of attacks today requires an autonomous response, and Microsoft is leading the way in providing that capability.
Finally, we turn to a story that hits at the heart of the internet's culture: the Internet Archive. The host of the famous Wayback Machine, which has been the preeminent source of web history for over 25 years, is facing an existential crisis. As AI companies scramble to scrape every possible corner of the web for training data, a growing number of major websites are blocking the Wayback Machine from indexing their pages. Why? Because they want to protect their content from being used by AI models without compensation. This is a classic case of collateral damage in the AI era. In the escalating war between publishers and AI companies, the internet's greatest historical archive is getting caught in the crossfire. If the Wayback Machine loses its ability to index effectively, we lose the primary source of web history going back to 2001. It's a stark reminder that the AI revolution has consequences far beyond the tech world, impacting how we preserve our collective digital history. When the incentive to hide data from machines becomes stronger than the incentive to share it with humans, our digital culture suffers. We need a new social contract for web indexing, or the Internet of tomorrow might have no memory of today. This isn't just about saving old web pages, it's about preserving the accountability and transparency that the Wayback Machine provides for the entire world.
April 14th has shown us that the AI war is getting personal, the funding is getting bigger, and the security stakes are getting higher than ever. Whether it's the OpenAI versus Anthropic rivalry, or the record-breaking $300 million Series A for Ricursive, the message is clear. The pace is accelerating at an exponential rate. As we look at Meta's efficiency play and Microsoft's security warnings, the advice for business owners remains the same. Don't just watch the tools, watch the systems. The real value is being created in the plumbing, in how these models are deployed, secured, and scaled. The future belongs to those who can operationalize AI, not just those who can build the biggest model. I'm your AI News host, and that was today's AI News for Tuesday, April 14th, 2026. If you found this briefing valuable, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a daily dose of the future. The world is changing fast, and we are here to help you navigate it. I'll see you tomorrow.